Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Najima Lilike. If you haven't seen this face before, my name is Najima Lilike. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all the good stuff in my channel. But anyways, today's video actually because I've been doing quite loads of makeup tutorials, kind of fashion stuff, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just sit down and talk to you guys because I haven't done quite a lot of the video doing that. So I'm like, let me just sit down and talk to you guys, but I don't feel comfortable literally to sit in this chair because this is my brand new chair that I brought and it's not the normal one that I always use. I feel like but anyway, so today's video guys, because the only thing that it does make me upset and does get me literally, when I say does get me, it does get me, because I spent all my childhood living with my stepmom. I did live with my mom. My mom, she lived back to Burundi and I came to England with my stepmom, my sister, and then it was just awkward, terrible experience. I won't wish to any person or my worst enemy to live with your stepmom, because it's them kind of things you never have a best relationship. I don't know, I'm just speaking my behalf because I don't, some people they'll be like oh I prefer living with my stepmom, but I'm my real mom. I prefer living with my mom. Obviously she's your mom, but living your stepmom, I won't even think, I won't even want even my own kid to live with a stepmom, because it's literally terrible. When I say terrible, horrible, terrible experience that I will always say to myself, like, why me? It's always, sometimes it comes to my attention thinking, oh, why me? Why God choose me to live with my stepmom? Why God didn't choose another person? You get me? Because I was fine. I was happy with my mom in Africa. I didn't want to come to England. That's always that maternity in my head thinking, I didn't want to come to England. Like, why didn't live into Africa? And Africa had the best life. I won't say amazing life, but I had the best life. So for me, I left my mom when I was 8 years old. I started living with my stepmom. Bear in mind, we didn't come to UK and this straight away. So I had to move with my stepmom to Kigoma. We went to Kigoma and then we lived there for quite a long time. We came to UK. I came to UK when I was 12 or 10 years old, and then it was just to remember now, it just makes me emotional because it's always get me sometimes. It's just thinking, if I live with my mom, maybe I'll become a better person, because I didn't have a great experience to live with my stepmom. Until now, I do live with my stepmom, don't get me wrong, but it's just them kind of things. You see another kid, they're going out the real mom, or they see another kid Mother's Day, they buy the Mother's Day present, they take the mother to a restaurants, or you see your mother's birthday pass and you just think like, I'm not there. Because I try to go in Africa every year. Bear in mind, every year in summer I try my best to go to Africa, but I don't think it's good. I don't even know what to say. I don't think is enough time for me to spend with my stepmom. It's so weird because every time I go to Africa, I don't think is enough time, and I do talk to my real mom in Africa every night. When I say every night, on Skype, on WhatsApp, I do talk to my mom every night. I don't think is enough time, because it's always coming that in my head thinking, what if something happened to my real mom? What if something happened to me? You get it? Because all this time living with my stepmom, I feel like I know my stepmom more, but I know my real mom. It's just, it will never be the same thing. You get what I'm trying to say? And then I never had that kind of good, anyways, in relationship with my stepmom. And me and my stepmom, I won't say we don't get along. We are two different people, basically. I don't speak to my stepmom how I'm supposed to speak to her, like your real mom. Me and my stepmom, we have a quite weird. When I say weird, we have some weird relationship. We don't speak, I won't say we don't speak. We speak sometimes, and sometimes we don't. You know, I will have like girl's problem, I won't go to her, but I'll go to my friends. Does that make sense? Or I'll go to Google, or I'll just figure it out myself, or ask someone else, but I won't ask her. that's how relationship it is. But I do speak to, I want to say to speak to her, I do speak to her like, hi, you okay? When she want me to do something, when I want her to do something, or I need a favor, cool. But in the personal level, as like I want something, or something hurt, something terrible, I need her help, like as a woman, as a grown-ass person, as she can be my mother, I won't go to her. I will go to someone else. Or I will usually call my mom and tell my mom she's all in Africa, and I won't talk to my stepmom, she's here with me. But I will literally rather to call my real mom, just confuse this, to call my real mom in Africa, and not even tell my stepmom anything, to just pretend everything is fine. But deep down, literally something is hurting me. It's hurting me, like so emotional, things like that. So me, since I've grown up, I never had a good relationship, because I used to see her as like just like a stepmom. She won't be anything as like my mother. So yeah, but I won't ever wish someone else to live with the stepmom, because me and my stepmom, when I say boy, and then I think in my young age, when I started living with my stepmom, it was just them kind of things, thinking like, why am I here? Why my mom, she's not here? Like, why did I even come to UK and stuff like that? So I didn't even want to to make an effort to know her, or to make an effort to be cool with her, to make an effort to be like, okay, she's my mom in UK right now, so I have to be cool with her. Or she's my mother that I can need, but my real mom, she's in Africa. It's okay to have two mothers. But for me, in my head, for that time, I was thinking, I don't need two mothers. I only want a mother in Africa, so I don't need you to be my mother. You my stepmom, that's it. And then she didn't even want to get to know me or something. She didn't even want to get to know me neither. She was just like them kind of even stuff, like, you don't want to get to know me, I don't want to get to know you. And then I just growing up to just feel like, okay, you married to my dad, you live with me, you just have to deal with it how I have to deal with it. Sometimes I just feel like I miss my mom. And my mom, she's like my best friend. When I say best friend, it's just best friend. My mom, I love my mom. My mom, she's the coolest mom ever. Obviously, she's just amazing mother that I never have in real, like, never ever, like I will never even. The stepmother, they're a little bit challenged as well. When I say challenge, they're really challenged. They can push your buttons. They know how to push your buttons. When I say no, just to know you push your button. They know how to push your button. And then sometimes when me and my stepmom, we argue. When I say we argue, we do argue. So my dad, he won't take my side. He won't take her side. He will pretend like he's taking her side. And then after like a few minutes, he'll come to me and be like, you okay? And it was just kind of things. I always think like my dad is always taking our side, and until now I just grew up in that kind of maternity in my head, thinking, oh, my dad just always take my stepmom side. Stepmother, they're stepmother, they're just stepmother. When I say stepmother, they're always stepmother. I will not wish for any person to live with the step person or stepfather or stepmom, because it's gonna be difficult for a child to accept it first, and a second, you don't know if they're gonna get alone or they're gonna hate each other. Me and my stepmom, I don't want to say we hate each other. We know just best friends. We know. That's just how it is. We know. And sometimes it does get me and think like, oh, if I had my mother, I will talk to her, and this when I get in a deep shit, or I did something or something happened, and I'm thinking if I had someone to talk to as my mother, or this one happened, and then I'll blame my dad and I'll blame to my mom, like, why did you even give it to me, to my father the first place? I didn't even know my father. Like, I prefer living with you. I didn't even care about UK. I was literally a little child. So, and then 2 minutes later, I'll be like, okay, that's it, it's done and dusted. You have to figure out how to deal with it. But when sometimes things happen really bad in my personal life, or I'm literally down, because you can never be perfect, you can never be up every time, you can never be happy every time. That's how it is in life. It's ups and downs. So when I'm up, I'm cool. When I'm down, I just blame everybody. I'm like, why my mom, why me? And then I'll be like, oh, because I don't get along with my stepmom. Because if I had another opinion, if I had like her opinion, this one happened. And if I had my mother here, this one happened, because she's not my mom and she don't give a shit about me. So I take on her, and I take on my father, and I take on myself, and I take to my mom. And then when I have like few minutes or whatever, and I'll be like, okay, cool, fantastic, life goes on, and I'll just move on. Until now, I think people, they'll be like, oh, when you grow up, you're gonna get easy. When you grow up, everything will be cool, everything will be that. No, it won't be cool. I don't think. The more you get older, the more you need your mom. That's in my opinion. Because when you're young, I think even young, you might need, you will need your mom, but not quite much. Because when you're young, you don't think about too much about life. You don't think about, you just going to out, go and play, you go have loads of friends, you go to school, come out of school, blah blah blah. So you don't have that quite much, lots of time to just like to think about your future, to think loads of things, a bunch of things that you grow up, you have to think about. So when you don't have your mother in the side, I think that you get more difficult when you get old. You get it? And people are like, oh, if you get old, you get used to it, blah blah blah. No, you won't get used to it. I don't know what people think, like, oh, when you have your mother, you get used to it. You don't get used to not to have a mother, because when you get down ritually, you cry and you're thinking, why the hell, why am I doing here? If I had my mother, this won't happen. And you blame on God, and blame on yourself, and you blame the person that brought you to UK, and you blame your mom. And then I cannot imagine the people out there that lost their mother when they were a child, or they lost their mother, because I cannot literally imagine what they go through. Because my mom, she live in Africa, I live in UK. For me, it's literally so hard sometimes, and I try to keep it like I'm a strong person. Okay, I know what I'm doing, blah blah blah. So now when I see my mother in summer, but I'm literally in my head, I'm thinking, why if something happened to my mother, I'm not there? That's another thing that always literally comes up in my head. Why when my mom, she feels sick, or my mom, she's like, I don't feel well today, everything dropped in my life. You're just thinking like, what the fuck, what if something happened to her? I'm not there. What if something, whatever she, obviously I'm not praying for her to anything to happen. Then what if the worst thing happened to her and I'm not there? And then to book a flight to go over to Africa, it's gonna be like a day, and one day thing is gone. But it's just too much question in my head, because I always want, anything was to happen to my mother, I'm not praying for it. I always want me to be there with my mom, because she deserves it. But it's just how kind of life is. Life is not fair sometimes, and life is just life is not about flour. That's how I have to put it. You just have to learn how to survive by yourself. But if you're a girl, I think you need your mother more. And that's why sometimes when someone said, oh, my mother passed away, or my mother this and that, my mother when she was pregnant, she didn't want me, it does get me emotional. Even right now I'm talking about it, it gets me emotional. I don't want to cry, I don't want to mess my makeup up, but it does make get emotional, because I just think like, you complain your mother shouldn't live with you, but someone else, the mother passed away, they'll never see them again. And then someone else, they're born but the mother didn't want them. Imagine what the pain goes through. But you have your mother, you talk to your mother every single night, and she's fine, you talk to her and stuff. Why are you complaining? But we are human beings. We are human beings. To live with my stepmom, I won't recommend to anybody to live with the stepmom, because I don't enjoy living with my stepmom. That's just how the honest truth. I will never recommend to any person to be like, oh yeah, go live with your stepmom, it'll be cool. No, I will never recommend to any person to live with a stepmom, because it's just too much shenanigans, too much drama, it's too much pains, it's too much. You're gonna cry in your pillow every night, it's too much. You're gonna think about your mother, it's just too much drama, it's too much everything. You think about everything you missed, your mom, everything about your mom missed and stuff. It's just too much. Like I won't recommend any person to live there to leave your mother, or your father to leave your mother and to you to live with your stepmom. I won't recommend it to anybody, because I know literally nobody gonna tell me if another stepmom out there, or you live with your stepmom, everything is fantastic, everything is how you're supposed to live with your mom, or your stepmom treat you as your mother. That's not true. That is fake. Your stepmom, she'll never be your mother. Your stepmom, she'll never treat you equally like your mother. That is just a lie. When someone tell you that, just said Najima Lily K said, that's the lie. I live with my stepmom, and I don't think the same experience how you live with your mom, a real mom, and the stepmom, they will be equally. No, it won't be. It will never be. Your stepmom, she always treat you as another person. She will treat you as a normal, but she will never treat you as your real mom, how it's supposed to treat you. It cannot be the same thing. So it's just like what I said today. That's my opinion to live with my stepmom. Just to tell you guys what I go through with my stepmom. I still live with my stepmom, but we don't have a best relationship. We're cool. Do I like her? Yes. Yeah, life goes on, I guess. I cannot complain. People got worse than me. So I will say to people, like, do not recommend to anyone to live with a stepmom, because their experience is just worse. No, you grow up so quick. I live with when I lived with my mom, I had like a childhood, like child brain. I don't give a shit, blah blah blah. When I started living with my stepmom, I grew up so quick. Even my childhood, I didn't even enjoy my childhood how I was supposed to enjoy your childhood, only because I grew up so quick. It's not because of girls grow up so quick, no, because I knew I don't have a mother in UK. She's my stepmom, cool, fantastic, but she's not my mom. I live with my dad, but would my dad take my side, or he would take his woman's side? Obviously my dad will take his woman's side, he won't take my side. That's how it is. So I had to learn to live with myself. I had to learn how to take care of myself. I had to learn a bunch of things when I was really 10 years old. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know how to do it, because I learned so quick. I'm telling you, even my childhood, I didn't even enjoy my childhood how you're supposed to enjoy your childhood, because I was just thinking like, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that by myself, because I don't have a mother in UK. My mom actually live in Africa. Anything happened to me, only thing when I got to a club, something happened to me, or blah blah blah, that is gonna be on me. Nobody cares about me that much in the world like my mother. How my mother should gonna feel like if something happened to me? So I had to literally to hold myself back, not to go out, not to do this, not to do that, literally to prepare myself, like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. So I live my life, my childhood as an adult person. I was supposed to leave a child, my 8 years old, like a little baby. No, I didn't. I literally 10 years old, I lived like I was literally 16 years old. How I rose up so quick by myself. So like I was saying, don't ever recommend anyone to live the same way, because your childhood or whatever will never be the same. Your experience, your mother experience, and your stepmom experience, it will never be the same. Literally, it will just be disaster and disaster and disaster and disaster and disaster and disaster and disaster in your life. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video about stepmother living your stepmom. Don't leave it. Don't ever literally, if you want to get pregnant right and keep the baby. Do not give your baby to someone else to care of the baby, because the baby will never be happy. I'm telling you that. Do never ever give your child to another woman, because another woman, she will never treat your child as her own. That's how I'm gonna say. And I hope you guys video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.